Hello, my good people. We need to talk immediately. It's an urgent situation. I just come in from running and I haven't even taken a shower because I feel like we immediately have to talk. Right. So it has -6. Wait. No rush. Channel is Lion Spirit. Name is still Julian. But you can call me Ntua Dumela as well if you want. Okay. Today, body talk first. It is -6 degrees outside and I do not touch my heaters very much. I did my workout that I also shared on YouTube today and went for the 10 kilometers running. And I did that all the week except of one day, so we have 4 days, which makes 40 kilometers and roughly, oh man, like let's say 250 push-ups and sit-ups and this stuff. And I tell you that this is moderate. This is not very much. There is people, they are kind of freaks, you could say, but in my age, I'm 41, and people in my age or older or roughly the same age, they do the same thing in one day. So it's not that special what I do, okay? And I want to talk about inflammatory processes in the body and what you can do to fight these. So, first. This probably looked a little bit strange, but you know what I want to say. I want to rewind. I want to go to first things first. Okay, chill now, my brother Julian. Chill. It's too many things happening, right? Okay. I have to get it out first, really. Right just now, I was confronted already with bad mind people, but I stood very calm and kind and understanding. I put out of the window, right there outside, I put food, pots with cooked food, because I didn't want to put it in my fridge. So it stays cool. It's -6 degrees outside. And a person who lives near here, she said that other people asked her whether there's refugees here, as if that was bad. They are prejudiced. It's racistic, actually. And whether I couldn't put them in, How unhappy, the body chemistry of the people is zero. There is no happiness in them. They are completely unsatisfied with the life they live. Because it seems to concern them if somebody puts food outside. Because it's not how it's always have been. It's different. It looks dangerous. There might be refugees, lesser people who do this. Man, people. Of course I stay calm and say, oh yeah, okay, no problem. Yes, I have a fridge, Do you have a fridge? No, I don't have, bitch. Oh. No, I was calm, collected. Man. No, but why am I this? Because I do something for myself. I feel good. I can take the toxicity of other people and repeat in a nice way, because somebody has to. It's the same with panic. It's the same with staying calm when everybody is panicking, hectic, pushing. Somebody needs to be calm. Somebody needs to be unafraid and have this aura to calm people down, to be kind, to stay cool. Somebody has to do it. Right, now we have the first things. Now the first things first. Inflammatory processes, if you do these workouts. I took yesterday 1 day off. And yeah, there's 2 days more in the week to come. And training basically is inflammatory. You inflame your muscles, your tendons, your joints, all parts of the body. And your body has to deal with this detox. And I want to give you more processes that are negative, that increase inflammation, and you have to understand that every disease, almost every disease, is also caused, supported, or whatever inflammatory process is bad. It makes you get all the other diseases, okay? Sicknesses, problems, trouble, this, that, okay. All stuff is inflammatory. Okay, real quick, negative things. Stress. And for stress, the first thing I have to say is that your attitude matters very much. So if you describe your day or yourself or whatever happens to you by using words like it's so demanding, I can't do it, it breaks me, I am afraid, don't speak like this, don't think like this. You can change the words only, because maybe you can't change your days quickly. So just change the way you describe it for others and for yourself by saying, it's challenging sometimes. Sometimes it really gets very funny. Sometimes people get really funny. The beautiful struggle. Recently somebody told me about the beautiful struggle. This is how you have to see it. This is the content of life. It is the struggle. There is not this carrot that we have in front of us. Don't live in the future and believe at 12 o'clock I will relax. When Feierabend is, I will relax. I will relax when I am in vacation. I will relax when I have retired. No. Your life is always now and here. In this moment, you need to embrace the moment, embrace the struggle, the challenge when it gets really funny. When people get funny, don't get bitter about it. Don't get angry. Just because they are unhappy and unsatisfied and they have prejudice about other people. That's not you. Don't take that energy. Now I'm calm. Thank you. Okay. The stress, the stressor can be the same. The stress can be the same, but your attitude matters a lot. And it makes the negative de-stress to the positive eustress, which for men is also beneficial. You choose the good juice, right? No, you choose the good juice, yes. Which means your body, when you talk negative, you choose the bad juice, because then you get release of adrenaline, you get release of cholesterol, and these substances are bad for your testosterone and for everything. They increase inflammatory of your body. They have all kinds of detrimental effects on your health. But if you have this positive attitude and a situation comes towards you, a stressful situation, you will embrace it. You will say, hey, let's do this. It's funny, it's challenging. Let's do it. I can do it. I can prove myself. I feel it. And you feel me, man. So let's go at it. Let's go. Come at me. I'm prepared. And in this case, you will release other substances, the good juice, which is testosterone or adrenaline in the right moment when you need it. Also, don't fight fear. If you suppress fear, in certain situations, of course, for experienced people, what I mean, there is a way to suppress fear if necessary, but do not think that fear is a negative thing that has to be suppressed. You have to accept fear. In a challenging situation or in certain situations, fear is very healthy, and you learn to live with it by breathing in the stomach. Because fear has the effect to make you breathe shallow, or not at all. We nice people. Racists. No. Breathe, my people. No fear. Or feel the fear and go through it. Breathe through it. Don't let the fear control you. You control the fear, right? Okay. Now, and this will also increase regeneration from your workout, from your running. To help make the inflammatory processes in your body. Stress, not enough sport, too much proteins, too much sweets, too much alcohol, smoking, all these things are bad. So reduce them. The best thing you can do is no smoking, no alcohol, eat a lot of vegetables and fibers, and not too much proteins. No, I don't take protein shakes. I would not recommend it, because all this is stuff that your kidneys and your liver has to detox. You give a lot of stress and inflammation to your body. Okay, and what also helps to reduce all these things, so you can take more stress and take more inflammation, is exposure to cold, Wim Hof method, cold showers, all these things. All right, body talk done. What's the next talk we do? What did I want to talk about except of that? Let me think a second. Okay, never mind. Another thing that you can do to reduce inflammation is, of course, intermittent fasting, because it also increases alkaline levels, as well as eating vegan or a lot of vegetables. And this is very, very good for your health, longevity, endurance. You know, sportsmen also do ice baths, exposure to cold, and the people from the sports, they also know that eating vegetables makes you from degenerate to regenerate. It increases the regeneration rate of the body, the muscles, everything. I think pretty much we through. I just hope you can stay composed. You see, you have to do your self-care. You have to stay positive, get up early, doing all this stuff, in order to go on to not become bitter. You know, you need to eat bitter things. You need to swallow a bitter pill. Bitter things, literally bitter vegetables, bitter fruits soak up toxins in the body. So if you eat sugar, a lot of sweets, alcohol, smoking, this makes you bitter, creates toxins in your body. So you want to get them out. You don't want to get them in. Right. And I want to finish with something I remembered today. We were talking about running. There is this great person, marathon runner from Kenya, Eliud Kipchoge. You can watch a documentary about him if you want. He's really cool. You know, he stays very based, like being a millionaire, but still going back to his hood, living in the same way, man, the same way as always, because there is nothing better than simplicity, people. The industry wants us in the circles. The industry wants us to consume alcohol all the time. They want us addicted, smoke all the time, make the heaters very warm, buy jackets with integrated ovens, buying all the high-tech equipment, consuming, buying medicine because I have inflammation here, I have inflammation there, I have inflammation here. medic, always, all kinds of medic, they want us to be addicted in all the circles. We need this, or then I need that, then you need this, and then you need this, and you need to earn the money. And in order to earn money, you need to disrespect your own rhythms. You have to destroy yourself more and more, and because you're more and more destroyed, you need more and more things to fix yourself again. So I tell you, this is sick, isn't it? I tell you what, I have not spent one day in bed sick for at least 1 year now, okay? And I don't consume anything. I don't consume anything. I don't need any kind of medics, anything, nothing. No, nothing, okay? And I went through a crisis. And this is no coincidence. It's because of I do things that help to, because it's everything is fighting inflammation. Okay, inflammation is fucking you up. Stress, negative thinking, negative nutrition, all these things are all interconnected. It also affects your reality, your consciousness, everything. So stay positive. Why did I speak about Eliud Kipchoge? He said, no human being is limited. And I say this also because, yes, there are people who run a marathon and doing hundreds of push-ups and doing this and that in one day, okay? So no human being is limited. And by the way, to come back to the roots of my channel, the narcissistic awareness, once I gifted an arrow, because archery, an arrow, and I wrote on this arrow, no human being is limited. And the most fundamental experience with narcissists will be confusion. You will constantly be confused, but your brain skips over it and you say, all right, I just go on. I don't understand it, but I go on. And this person was indifferent about the present, not really happy. So I was wondering, I did not understand, but the person was indifferent. And I was like, okay, you don't have to be really authentically happy or embracing the gift. And now I understand why. Because it is not true that not every human being is limited. If you are a narcissist, you are very limited. The self-absorption, to me, was the key to understand narcissistic personality disorder. They are very self-absorbed. They are not participating in reality. So they are very limited. And this person seems to be aware of that. It's probably, narcissists have a very paradox self-relationship. So sometimes probably they are kind of aware that something is wrong with them, but they can't display it, they don't show it. There is happening a lot behind the scenes. They don't show it, but this person probably knows. And this is why the person was not happy, because if you know that you are limited, you do not have the authentic self. You don't have the connection to reality, which is authenticity. Narcissists are almost real. They pretend they have the perfect superficial acting game. It's almost as if they were real. But the authenticity is the one thing they can never get. And if you read this, no human being is limited, and there's something that you lack, that you chase all your life. Like you try to jump over the shadow, You want to jump over the shadow, or you are only the shadow. But it never works, people. If you understand the narcissist truly, they are very, very pitiful creatures. But this does not enable them to abuse anyone they want. It does not entitle them the way they feel entitled. And they are very indifferent. This is another way to spot them. This is what I remembered. And it's from a very early age. So if you have a child and you see that this child is very self-absorbed, is living not in reality, is, pretty much indifferent, then you must be careful. And this is already, it shows from an early age. Narcissism comes from childhood. But let me end with a more positive message, and this is what we have to teach our children, especially boys. Frustration. They need to be frustrated when they are children, and they need to overcome it. Do not try to avoid frustration. Whenever it happens, when they are super tired and they had a super hard day, you might try to, ease it a little bit and maneuver around it. But whenever it feels like, all right, now it's happening, not push it too much, but it's necessary to frustrate them. They have to go through the process and come out on top after it, After the storm, after the tears, there is joy, there is happiness. We overcame the problem because we need it later. All right? Men have to go through frustration. Women have to go through frustration. Resilience is the key in life. Okay, my people, stay alkaline, stay positive. Don't take the energy of other people. We understand why they are the way they are, and we're not the same. But everybody is equal. Basic human rights, don't be fooled.